Hello, our citizens. My name is Chris, and I'm a brain education instructor from Los Angeles, California. I want to thank you for joining our joint session. Now, many people have issues with their joints. Some people have poor balance or pain that they can't necessarily stand to do these joint exercises. So I have another video standing, and I have some that can help us improve our joint condition. But if you're tired or you have some issues, this is a good way to access all your joints as well. Even from just the side of the bed. Some days I roll out of bed, I have a seat on the edge, and I start to check in with my body before I even get up and running. So we're gonna get into our joints here a little bit. So you can shake out your arms a little bit, even straight out the legs a little bit and give them a little shake. So if you have a chair, have a seat, take a load off a little bit, and let's address our joints a little bit. Good, shake, shake, shake. And then settle in. So when I'm seated, I'm gonna press my soles into the earth. Good, I'm gonna press my bottom into the chair, connect into the earth, and then I'm gonna reach my crown as tall as I can. I still wanna tuck my tailbone under, I still wanna lift my sternum, I still wanna feel that stackedness through my body. Good, so now we're gonna move through our joints. So I'm gonna put a little space under my armpits, like there's a invisible tennis ball there, and then I'm gonna relax my shoulders. I'm gonna start to rotate through my wrists. Just gentle circles. So if I have pain in one wrist, I might do one at a time to help me focus more. Or I can split two. Good. Some days I'll do my ankles and my wrists if I'm short on time or I want to make my brain younger and more flexible. Brain versatilizing. But today we're gonna come through and clean up our joints, switching directions. So my basic routine is usually about 10 of each of these to check in with my body. If it's good, I move on. If not, then I need to do some more work, more homework for cleaning. Good, and slowly stop. Palms almost touching, pull the back of the hands away from each other and pull your hands down and out to the outside and then coming up. So you can really start to move through your forearms. The more you bend your wrist back, the more you extend through your fingers, the more intense it feels. So it can help give a more strengthening sense, a more deeper clean. Good, so moving, try to relax the shoulders. Good, and now bend the hands away from each other. So now you stretch the opposite side of your forearms, pulling on your elbows in a different way, and then coming up, back of the hands almost touch, tall, and then rotate. Good, let the rotation through the elbow clean around the elbow. The bending and extending of the wrist really helps to stretch the muscles, helps to relax the tendons, ligaments, open up to the meridians so we can feel more energy. Good job. And one more time. And relax. Coming into our shoulders, we're going to lift our shoulders up and pull them back. Good. So try to lead with the back of the hands. So if you have space like I do on the sides, you can let your arms hang. If you're on the bed, you might need to roll your shoulders a little bit with a bent elbow, but you're still bringing that focus into the shoulders. Really bring your mind there. Where your mind goes, energy goes. Shoulders, and then switching directions. So really rolling through the shoulders. Good. If you can lengthen the arms, you can still lead with the back of the hands. Well done. So feel the arms waking up a little bit, getting a little lighter, and then shake them. Good. So the arms should feel a little bit more open, a little bit different temperature. Now straight into that spine. We're going to come into our spine, push the shoulders down. With our head, we're going to turn to the right. Try to look out of the corner of your eye, lengthen your crown towards the ceiling, and then twist over to the left side. Try and take your chin as far behind your shoulder as you can, and then let's go back and forth. Turning your head side to side. Keep pushing the shoulders down, even reaching for the floor with your hands. Breathe out through your mouth. Keep a relaxed jaw. Relax through your forehead. One more to each side. And then looking straight ahead. Now take your right ear and drop it to your right shoulder. Try to drop the crown deeper. Try to lift the chin a little higher. Gets a little extra torque. Good, and then to the other side. Drop the crown, lift the chin. And then back and forth. So as I'm moving through, if I find a joint that's just really angry today, then I'll just spend a little bit more time there. It's looking for a little more TLC, so spend a little time. Good, one more to each side. Good, bring your hand back up. Now drop your chin to your chest, rolling. Big circle. Soften through your face. Relax through the jaw. Keep pushing the shoulder down a little bit more. Good, and switching directions. Good, one more time. And slowly coming back up. Good, relax the jaw, shake to the head. Now we're coming down to our thoracic area. So here we're gonna push our heart like it's gonna move to the left side. So push your chest. So only your rib cage kind of tips and tilts. So I'm not gonna bend, I'm not gonna move my head. I just wanna shift my heart to the left. Then I wanna push my heart forward. So now my chest kind of faces the ceiling. Then I push my heart over to the right. Then I push my heart out the back. And then I start to finish that circle and draw a circle with your heart inside your chest. And it starts to expand and spiral your rib cage. Open up the thoracic area around your sternum, between your shoulder blades. Helps to melt the tension in the neck and the lower back, and switching directions. Good job. Feel it start to warm up and loosen up around the chest, around the shoulders, and slowly stop. Good, shake the head, the neck, the shoulders, feel your spine waking up. The one area that's hard to address is our pelvis when we're seated, but we can still get a lot of hip work by moving our torso. So keep a straight spine and then lean your heart forward. Good, and then rolling to the right. Try to get as wide as you can. If you need to put your hands on your thighs or on the chair or on the surface to help support you, feel that stretch. You feel a little bit in the hips. Good, a little bit in that lower back. Cleaning. Especially those of you who spend a lot of time seated, this is a good one to sprinkle into your work day, into your seated day. Good, and switching directions. Good, feel the whole spine from your tailbone to your crown getting longer and more open. Good job, one more time. And then lengthen again. Press your bottom into the surface, reach your crown for the sky, long spine, lift the sternum. Feel the spine improving there. Now we're gonna come into our hips. So there's not a lot of room, but all you're gonna do is you're gonna press the right foot in the earth and just lift your left leg up just a little bit, about an inch off the floor. And then you're gonna make hip circles here. So especially if you have knee pain, trouble on this side, you can really start to move. If you need to, you can move closer to the edge of the surface to get a little bit more range of motion. But you're just getting the basics of starting to open up that joint. Especially as a beginner or first thing in the morning, this is good. And then you could switch the direction. Good, so unlock that hip. Most of us have very, very tight hips. The back pain, the knee pain, they have a lot to do with the hips. Slowly stop, set it down. Can you feel the difference in the temperature, in the circulation, that part? Now we're gonna lift that right leg up. Press the left foot down to give you support, and then up into the outside. So focus on feeling what's going on inside the socket. Now some of us, just lifting the leg, your hip flexor might give up. It might say, I'm not strong enough for this, to leave me alone. So we need to do more. Strength in that space. Even 3 at a time is good to get started. And then switching directions. Good, so really unlock that tension around the hips and the pelvis. Good, slowly stop, set those legs down, straighten that spine once again. Good, feel the hips are a little bit more open. Now we're gonna come into the knees. So this one, you're gonna lift your leg. I suggest holding it so it doesn't work too hard. If you want more strength, you can let it hover. That's good, but I suggest holding it the first time. Relax the leg, and you're gonna like draw a little circle with your foot. So I'm not moving my thigh, not this, just let your toe kind of dangle and swing. Like you're drawing a circle with your big toe on the earth. So I'm really just moving through my knee. Knees don't have a lot of rotation, but enough to need some attention. And if it's not there, creates a lot of pain, then switching directions. So the support of the hands allows you not to tire it out too much. But if you want more strength on your hip flexor, then you can play with, let it hover a little bit. Good, and slowly stop. So that now we'll come over to the other side. Press the leg in, lifting up. You can support, let the toe relax, and then just draw that circle with the big toe. You're trying to move nothing except for that lower leg into a little spiral. And then switching directions. Good job. And slowly stop. Set it down. Good. Coming into our last set of joints, our ankles here. So I like to lift again. I like to support if I need to. If I'm building strength, I work with letting it hold. And then I'm going to point my toes and pull my toes. So push kind of hard, pull kind of full. You want to feel the stretch in the calf and the strengthening of the shin muscle. That's what helps to alleviate shin splints if you have that kind of trouble. Point your toe, pull your toe, and now start to draw circles, big circles. Try to make as big a circle as you can. Try to straighten through your toes even more. Good, and switching directions. Good job. Slowly stop. Set that leg down. We'll lift up the right leg on this side here. Good. And then point your toe and pull your toe. Support as much or as little as you need. So it's normal for the little sounds of popping and cracking as ligaments move and tendons shift and you release tension. Good. And then making circles. Good, switching directions. Good. And slowly stop. Set the feet down. Yeah, again, we can shake. You can straighten out legs again. Give a little shake through all your joints. So we move through all of our joints. So some days this is my first thing I do before I get out of bed, just to check in. Because sometimes the first step is wobbly. We feel a little balanced in the morning. Now I feel ready. If anything was ugly, then we need to do some strengthening. There's some other videos that help you address specific joints that you can take a look to in this joint series. Now bring your feet back, straighten your body, lengthen. Can you feel a change in your condition from beginning to now? Good. So the more consistently we do this, the more our condition improves. And hopefully, if you need to do it sitting, I hope you're standing soon doing these exercises with me. So thank you for practicing today. If you'd like to experience a full 1 hour brain education based class, please check a local body and brain center near you.